Gentlemen, we knew winter was on its way out, but it's getting the last licks. It's not bad. I was like 38, but we're gonna get some snow mañana, late afternoon. Supposedly it's gonna snow for a day, maybe a foot. New York's gonna be hitting harder out in Long Island, or shall we say, the state of New York. And who cares? You just got to keep living your life, man. I hope you're staying fresh. I'm always fresh. Today I used a combination of Italian soap and Australian Manuka honey soap. Balls are fresh. You want to use good quality soap in life. You want to stay clean, man. There's no reason to be a nasty person. You know? There's no reason for that. You also don't want to do drugs. Unless if you want to die. If you want to die, go do drugs. But my recommendation is not to do drugs. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We got a nice made toro. Looks about 54 gauge if I had to guess a roo. Kind of a sweet, bright, funky, a little spicy there on the cold draw. You got to understand why on the cold draw here. Well, reverse the cold draw because you cut the cap, but we're on the cold smell. What's the difference? We're still pulling. Air is everywhere. And when you smell the air through the cigar is acting as a filter. When you light the cigar on fire, now it's the smoke going through, but also the smoke is combined with air. You can't have smoke without air. In a vacuum seal, if there's no air, there's no possible for a spark. You need oxygen. If there's no oxygen, if something's airtight, there's no chance. You get what I'm trying to say? Anyways, very easy to review in a sense as far as it says Gren Puro, and it is a Honduran Puro. Looking at it, it's a nice medium golden brown looking, almost slightly reddish hue. Nice made, nice mid-tier cigar, oily looking golden wrapper. What's there bad to say about it? Good price points. These things can be had under $10 MSRP. Now, of course, if you go to on the internet, and no one's ever went to the internet. You can go online, but you're not online. If you're sitting in your house taking a shit, also, if you're sitting in your house taking a shit on your cell phone, you could legally say, "Oh, I'm online." No, you're a man on your toilet bowl. Well, I'm on the internet. No, you're not. Your phone's on the internet. If you're on your toilet bowl, you're legally on your toilet bowl. If you're on the internet, you're not on the internet. Your cell phone is on the internet, and you're viewing what your cell phone's seeing on the internet. If you say I'm on the bus, you are in and on the bus. You're really in the bus. No diddy, but you're in the bus. You're never in the internet, and you're never on the internet. Your phone is on or in or whatever around the internet. You're just viewing what the phone or the computer sees. You're not on the internet. And if you're watching me right now through YouTube on the internet, I'm not there, motherfucker. I'm in life. So how are you watching me on the internet? But I am not me, myself. I am not on the internet. I'm in a fucking Toyota. So if I'm on a Toyota, how are you watching me on the internet? You can't go there. You could go to Sesame Street. You can go to Funky Town. You can't go to the internet. So how are you watching me on the internet? How is that a fucking legal statement? You saw me on the internet. Really? If you saw me at a gay nightclub, I would have to be at a gay nightclub. But I don't go to gay nightclubs, but it's a hypothetical. So if you saw me on the internet, I'd have to go to the internet. I'm not on the internet. I'm not in the internet. I'm in a Toyota in the state of Pennsylvania. It's illegal. Or if the cops were looking for me, if they had a warrant, are they going to come arrest me? Where is he? Oh, he's in the internet. We can't find him. He's in the internet. He is in the how? Come on, quit playing. All right, was that fun? Started off with something. We having a good time here? This is funky, this cigar. The smell on this cigar has got some funk. Oof. Oof. I think I think Punch does really good with Honduran tobacco. They're known for that. They're really Punch is known for Hondo tobacco. Oh, it's another Saturday night. Hey, do you live in that car? Yeah, I live in the car. I live in this car. Yep. I live in this car. I live in this car. I live in this car. Got my shower back there. Wow, we got thick, oily tobacco in this thing. This thing is deceiving. Hey, it is what it is. Three, two, one, 321, 321, 321. Woo, woo, right in my chocha, baby. That's some thick, hearty tobacco on this thing. Nobody talks about this. Anyway, you guys set? Hey, nothing? That's a thick, hearty wrapper. Definitely looks like a high priming wrapper on this thing. Even though it's not an ultra dark. It's a pretty strong cigar. A lot of flavor. Long, heavy finish. Wow, long, heavy finish. Oily, long, heavy flavor. Quite spicy. I am at up my choach. I am at a solid medium full. Right off the bat, that's impressive. And long, heavy finish right off the bat. That's exciting with a larger gauge, too, 54. This one's kind of a sleeper. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting it. And I also wasn't expecting someone like PG.
What's up, Richie?
Hey,
How you doing, brother?
this song goes out to PG.
Cheers, bro.
All right, PG, good evening. How you doing? How's your balls?
I'm coolin', man. Everything cool. How you doing?
Blake Twice, you all right? You hostage right now? You all right?
Oh no, I'm all good, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm tired.
Did you have some gummies
Late,
and
dude.
stuff that you seem really chill?
No, no. I've been getting up early, dude. Working hard.
Oh, good. I haven't
Working
seen you
hard or
forever.
hardly working.
Good, man. You feeling all right?
Yeah, dude. Feel it. Well, you know how it is when you work hard, dude. I don't know. Do you feel good or it's nice? It's nice to be engaged with stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's benefits to everything what you go in life if you harness it.
Yeah, exactly. So how you doing, man?
Yeah, bro. Another magical day. I don't know. Nice Saturday.
Yeah,
A little food shopping. Went to the range. Uh, uh, yeah, not crazy, man. Just a regular day. Regular weekend for Richie. Food
that's good, man.
shopping, shooting guns at the range. Now I got to clean the guns tomorrow, and then smoking cigars. I got a TV and a DVD player. This is shocking.
Okay,
Yeah, my
interesting.
father.
That's new.
My father called me. He's like, you. My father, because he gave me a car with $20,000 limit in case of emergency, in case I need to buy a new car, I guess, or
Yeah.
leave the country. He's like, well, don't
Okay.
use it unless it's emergency. I'm like, I don't use it. I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he called me the other day. He's like, you need a TV. I'm like, I don't need a TV. He's like, next time I come to visit, I want a TV there. I'm like, I don't want a TV. He's like, use the
That's
car.
funny.
Buy what you want. So I bought a 32-inch TV. I didn't buy nothing crazy, man.
All right.
Dude,
Oh
it
no.
felt shocking to buy a 30. When I was growing up, if you had a 26-inch TV, 20, it was a big
Sure.
TV. In the 90s, in the 80s, oh my God, bro.
No, yeah, it's like a theater, bro.
The
32?
32-inch was massive. Bro, when I bought this 32, I felt like a pauper. It's almost like the guy probably looked at me like, are you okay, sir? You all right? You need some
Is
food.
32 small now? See, I don't
Dude,
even know. I don't
55 is
watch
small,
TV.
bro. Bro, they're selling like 90-inch, 98 inch. Bro, they're fucking out of their mind.
Yeah, well,
Bro, literally 50-inch is small now.
that's
Well,
crazy.
20 years ago, 50-inch was massive. Now
I
it's
don't know
like,
what you need all that for. What do you need that for?
at what point is this just the wall? Are they going to make sheetrock TV? Like a sheetrock 4 feet by 8 feet. How big is that?
Yeah,
A piece,
exactly.
a piece of
Yeah.
drywall. They all knew LG drywall. Like the whole wall was just like you're like wow. But
Well,
dude, at that point, yeah,
you could
people
get
just jerk
you
it
can
off
get
to the wall.
projectors, yeah. You can
Yeah,
get
but
projectors. I mean, that's basically at that
bro,
point,
we
right?
know
You
what
just get a
people are
projector.
using their TVs for. They're watching pornography, man. These guys are jerking off. Look at the whole
That's crazy,
wall.
bro.
Like, oh, yeah. And how about this? They're gonna have a TV ceiling. You sit there. Oh,
Yeah, dude, just fully. Have you seen the movie Idiocracy? It's kind of
yeah,
like that.
exactly. Electrolytes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what I
All
did
right.
was I just got a Blu-ray player and a TV for $200. A brand new LG 32
Oh,
inch.
not bad, not bad.
No, but I mean good quality stuff. And I just not even have Wi-Fi, no cable. But I got movies I can watch or old family videos, or I can put. Dude, they got this used DVD store here. You get DVD Blu-rays for 50 cents. So I'll
Yeah,
build a nice little collection. You know what I'm saying though? And
good, man.
because I don't watch TV every day, but like I put on when I was doing something in the house. I was reorganizing some stuff. I put on Donnie Brasco. It's just a solid movie, man. And did you ever see
Nice, man.
that? Johnny Depp.
I have it. I have it, man. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't even, you know, I don't watch a TV and I don't watch a lot of movies, so
Yeah. No, movies I like, especially from my past. No
yeah.
movies really. The quality's gone down. A lot of these Netflix made movies. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
not the same.
Yeah.
You know, and you almost
Yeah,
can't even
it's a
blame
big
them because
industry.
people want. Okay, it used to be like movies were a steak dinner, but now people want McDonald's. They just want mass
Hmm.
consumption. So
Hmm.
the quality is more movies than ever, but the quality is that I mean, dude, they pop out. Oh, season 27. It's like 48 episodes. Like every weekend there's a new show, and how many shows can you watch?
I can't even find one to watch, dude. I, I don't know. I haven't found anything good recently.
Dude, this is stronger than I thought. Now it's only 65% darkness. Um,
Yeah.
and it's a Honduran Puro with Havana, a Cuban seed, Honduran Habano wrapper. And for Habano, it has a golden like brownness to it, the wrapper, and it has like a really
Hmm.
nice like honey sweetness. I don't think this is a bullshit cigar. I think it's better than.
What's up, Sako? How's your balls?
Oh, Sako's here. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, dude.
But
I'm Sako. I'm smoking the. I don't know if you heard of this one. It's called Punch Gran Puro.
no, I'm smoking it. You're
No,
not smoking it.
I'm smoking the Punch Gran Puro.
Yeah, but I'm not a
Have
sodomite.
Have you heard of this cigar, Richie?
No, no. I'm smoking the Punch Gran Puro.
I'm smoking the Punch Gran Puro. You heard it? It's made by Punch Cigar by General, dude.
I'm smoking the Punch Gran Puro.
Oh,
How do you know if a cigar is a Puro? Does it have AIDS?
I think it's all from one location. Oh, I got the honey sweetness, bro. You're right. It does have
Yeah,
a
bro.
nice sweetness to it.
It picks up. What size?
This is the, I think it's called the Sierra. I think it's 6.5 by 48. So short Churchill.
Interesting. I
Not
wonder
bad.
if yours is going to be weaker or stronger. It should be a little stronger. Mine is Toro. I think 52 or 54. If I had to guess,
Hmm.
54, but maybe 52. I'm getting long,
Nice,
heavy sweetness, lots of black
nice
pepper
straw.
spice,
Yeah,
cedar, woody. It feels like a
yeah,
honey baked habano. Does that make any sense? Like a
yeah,
habano, but honey baked. At
yeah.
65% darkness, maybe close to 70, but somewhere between there. And long, heavy
Hmm.
finish, full flavored, not blowing your chocho, but for punch, from being this was made a while ago. This blend,
Hmm.
this was strong for punch. This is impressive, but it's kind of slightly balanced. You know, it's not
Right.
as beautiful as the golden era, but
Hmm.
it's a little more ballsy than the golden era. I think.
Would you say this is medium plus on the body? Would you say medium to full on the body? I think it's above medium, but
No,
I'm also
no,
smoking the Churchill.
I'm really running medium full on this one, man.
Hmm.
It's just
Hmm.
it's only 65% darkness
Yeah,
though. So
yeah.
the trick on this is it's the darkness is whenever cigars are not, let's say, solid 3/4 darkness, 75 or 80% like on a Maduro or something, they can be
Hmm.
more deceiving, like they're weaker than what they are. This is not a weak
Hmm.
cigar, you know. Like here's the easy way to do it: close your eyes, no diddy, and puff on it, hold the smoke. This is sounding really like
Yo,
suspect,
no, no Diddy,
all
bro.
right,
Come on,
bro, but
Richie,
close your eyes so you're not looking at
Richie.
the.
Come on,
Okay,
Richie. Whoa, chill
all right,
out.
pull your pants down. Just no, okay, okay. Close your eyes and puff on the cigar, and then hold the smoke. I'm telling you, like, because I'm telling you, the cigar. When you're smoking a darker cigar, you can be more like, oh, this has got to be strong. I'm telling you, like, just like when you buy a more. Dude, how many guys? Oh, they buy expensive
Mm,
cigars. It's got to be better, right? Dude, that shop says they're selling a lot of the foundation cigar. I said it sucks, and the guy goes, "Yeah, it does suck. I hated it." I'm like, it's bullshit. I go, "Why is it selling?" He goes, "Oh, because it's expensive. Everyone's buying it. $36 fucking foundation PA price. It's got to be $60 in New York." And it was a gimmick cigar,
hmm.
a gimmick. It was a half Connecticut broadleaf, half Habano. Like they try to make a T52 at a Liga number 9, you
Yeah.
know, and it was stupid. It wasn't a good Habano or a high or a broadleaf.
This is not half bad, dude. I see what you mean. Yeah, it has that long finish. If you hold the smoke, long finish, a little
Mm.
syrupy, a little sweet. I agree with all the notes you said. I think I totally
It's
agree.
got, I think, rich, bright cedar.
Hmm.
Uh, at the core of it, it's darker and strong, way stronger than a Connecticut shade, but it doesn't have the
Yeah,
characteristics of like a dark Maduro. So it's somewhere in between that, but it doesn't have that real snappy like sun grown, like some sun growns will blow your
yeah.
chocha. But it still has so lot, enough flavor and enough strength that's like it's a cigar I think to be taken serious. It's not like oh yeah, perfect breakfast cigar, but it's I like it. I don't know. It's kind of like zesty. It's kind of if it
Hmm.
was a movie, it'd be a good PG-13 action movie. Like,
Hmm.
all
Hmm.
right, it's got some violence in it, but no headshots really. But you know, I can fuck with this cigar, and I think it would age nicely because that Honduran thick tobacco. I think Honduran tobacco ages quite nicely.
I agree with you. I haven't. This one I gave a couple years to it. I think because you smoked this back a while back and you liked it.
Oh,
That's why
that
I
can
picked it
affect
up
the
in the first
cigar.
place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so
Um,
I mean, so
it's
maybe
still got the
yours.
zestiness though.
Okay, so I'm just saying, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I wonder at what point going to a smaller ring gauge and then also
Hmm.
aging,
Right,
what's the ratio? So is it stronger to have a newer, bigger gauge or a age smaller gauge? Would it be, you know what I'm saying though? Like at what
right,
point would be the trade off?
right. So I think the flavor on this is kind of in the medium to full, but I think the body for me, coming back to it now, smoking it more, is kind of on the medium plus. So it's a little bit less body than flavor, if that makes sense.
Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
that's how it's coming across to me anyway.
Yeah.
Um, I got really obsessed with kind of really super rich, deep cigars like the Corojo Reserva, um, or Double Ajero
We both agree on a
Maduro.
lot of
You know,
Honduran tobacco.
mm-hmm.
Gio doesn't smoke Honduran tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Sacco doesn't smoke Honduran tobacco. Maybe Jeremy fucks with it. But I'm just saying, though, as a whole,
Yeah,
that's what we disagree on a lot of things. We agree on some things, but Honduran tobacco, we both fuck with. Isn't that funny?
yeah,
I
true.
can't imagine life without Honduran because I think Honduran cigars are a great escape. It's a great
Yeah,
escape because you can't just smoke Dominican, Nicaraguan
yeah.
cigars or Connecticut broadleaf. I like some Honduran tobacco, man.
Cheers, cheers.
Here's to your balls. I'm in a car, so here's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I agree with you. Um,
Hey, we
I'm
got a guy
fine.
from Japan. Hello, Mr. 501 from Japan. I don't want to disrespect your culture. I can't read what you said in Japanese, but hello, how you doing?
I like the creaminess, smoothness on some Honduran tobacco. You get good Honduran tobacco. I
I
smoked
think Honduran
yeah,
tobacco is more closer to Cubans than Nicaraguan tobacco is.
me too. I'm so
Because
sick of
Nicaraguans all about the
Nicaraguan.
balls and dark earth and black spice, which is
No,
fine. But
yeah.
if you know Cuban cigars, I think lighter
Hmm.
shade. Now, of course, there's some real strong dark, hybrid, what do you call it, Hondurans. You can get crazy, but
Hmm.
overall, you could get, especially on shade Honduran. Dude, I like Honduran shade stuff. Can get pretty good if you want like a lighter Cuban kind of vibe.
I agree, bro. I absolutely agree. I've been smoking a little bit of Oscar Valadares. I haven't smoked him before. No Diddy.
I smoked summer
Uh,
stuff, but I haven't gone through his lineup. I got to be
mhm.
honest. Wait. What does he make? What's the big one? Is that the beach stuff?
The leaf. That's the big one.
Okay, but doesn't he make? Who's the guy who makes all the beach bullshit?
Uh,
There's like shaggy cigars, but they're like the
yeah.
beach.
I'm not sure.
Doesn't Oscar make it for him? You know what
I
I'm
don't
talking
know.
about? They got the
I
guys that
know
got.
what you're talking about, the Island Gym, but I don't know who makes that.
I thought Oscar did.
He might make it. I haven't looked into that cigar particularly.
I haven't seen them around a while. I don't know if they
Hmm.
died off. For some reason, when you said Oscar Valderas, I
Mm.
thought it was the same brand, and I could be wrong.
Yo, Sacco messes with Honduran, bro. I gave him a single Aladino. He smoked it. He said it wasn't bad. He says he likes Oscar. That's pretty good, dude. He messes with it.
I don't believe him. He's a liar.
Hey, when are you gonna have Sacco on the show? When are you gonna tell him stop telling him to shut the fuck up, dude? When are you gonna show Sacco some
I'm not
respect,
friends
dude?
with Sacco no more.
That's bullshit. Sacco's the patriarch, bro.
Who came first, Richie or Sacco?
Sacco. We gotta show Sacco respect, bro. He's the man.
He's been letting me down.
Have you been letting him down? Have you been being a good friend to Sacco?
You saying it takes two to tango?
I'm saying it takes two to tango.
Really?
That's all I'm
What
saying.
if the music isn't on?
That you got to beatbox, bro. You got to beatbox. You got to start making some moves. No Diddy.
I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the love from Sacco. I call him, he doesn't answer.
He said, "Shut the fuck up."
I sent I send him
Uh,
a dick picture. He doesn't send me one back anymore. He's too good for me.
damn. Well, all right. Well, I hope to see him on the show
Well, look at
someday.
this. Sacco's
Yeah.
practicing his English. Sacco, only 22 more letters, and you got the whole alphabet. A, B, C, D, S, T, F, U. Hysterical, right? I'll tell you what, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of spicy, but not like scary spice. But it's got more than average spice. Um,
Yeah.
a lot of flavor. I'd say it's pretty balanced. Reminds me of like if you had like a honey glazed, something with black
Hmm.
pepper spice,
Yeah.
and bready seed. I guess it reminds me of a honey glazed habano.
Hmm.
Basically, habano type cigar, but with honey glazing over it. And to
Yeah.
get that on An Habano, normally, if you smoke a lot of Habanos, it's missing that sweetness. With
Mm-hmm.
Habano, you get that twang and breadiness and a lot of spice, but the more dry. This is so they have this being oily and heavy and sweet within the Habano realm. In my opinion, like now people might go, well, this remind me of regular Habano then, but maybe it's correcting the flaws in a Habano.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what's wrong with this? I don't think there's anything wrong with this.
So mine's smoking a little bit drier because I bought it from CBID, and I think Cigars International keeps their stuff a little bit wrong.
Mm.
So I bet yours is in better condition. But also, I think because I'm smoking the
Yes,
smaller
mine
size.
came right from the manufacturer in a sealed 4-pack. That's the best case
Oh
because
yeah, wow, that's great.
completely sealed from the
Mm-hmm.
factory. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing that could be affected is temperature, not humidity.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
is sealed in the cellophane and sealed in a Ziploc bag, and whatever's in it is in it.
Yeah, that's great. Um, I think also, I bet you're getting a little bit more breadiness because that's the one thing I'm not getting that you're talking about.
Because I had the
Uh,
larger gauge. You might lose.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's getting a little more concentrated. I'm getting probably a little more black pepper. It feels to me a little bit on the concentrated side, but
If
I'm still
that's the
getting some
size,
of that
I'd
high.
rather have it in this size though, because I'd rather have
I
more
think so.
balance than power. It
Yep.
has enough power. At a certain
Mm-hmm.
point, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want more power. I'd rather have more balance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's probably the better size.
Yeah.
I just got it because I like Churchill's. I thought this would be a good size, but you know, now tasting the blend, I think I'd smoke at 54 over this.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm always go for the bigger gauge, but I mean,
Sure.
you know, I when it comes to like Connecticut shade stuff, I'd rather have your size. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Oh, no Diddy.
Uh,
Chill out, dude.
yeah. Oh, well, I know everything. Ever since like Diddy and everything else going on, every statement we say, it's just like, oh wait, did you hear what Richie said? It's like, oh, it's like fuck, like everything you got to be like legally binding. You like your lawyers like say no Diddy, say no Diddy. And you're like no Diddy. You know, and you, literally, if you get pulled over by a cop, he's like, you know why I pulled you over? No Diddy. Like fuck, like you know, what I'm saying like I don't know. What do you like me? What are you homosexual? Like I don't know.
Your Honor, my client said no Diddy.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, he's like, how do you plead with the lights off? None of your business. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. Um, you know what's crazy?
Mm.
Outside of court, you don't plead. So, like, have you ever pleaded before? So, like, imagine the first time you got to plead is in court.
No,
Plead?
no, not plead, not plead, plea. PLEA, not PLEAD.
Isn't it plead?
No, is you how do you plea? Isn't
I
it?
thought they asked you how do you plead. Oh, they
Saka,
pled.
which is
Is
it? Saka
pled?
will know.
Is pled? No, because pled is past tense pleading.
Mm-hmm.
So you plea right now, and they say, "Oh yeah, he pled not guilty," because if they report it, it's in the past.
I'm confused, dude. I don't even remember. That's crazy. I should know this.
For example, if you read, I'm reading, but if you said, "Oh, did you ever see this book?" I already read it. Reading is now, read is in the past tense. So
Brother,
plea is
brother,
now,
brother,
pled is
we cannot be going over grammar right now, dude. It's too late at night, bro.
it's not grammar, man. Pleading to a crime is serious.
I think that's great. Okay. I'm not gonna I won't argue with you on that.
Well, I'm just hold on. Let's get some straight. I'm not even
Okay.
arguing. This is like a normal Tuesday night for me. People think I'm mad at them. Like, bro, chill out. I like you. Like, what?
Oh no, my fault, my fault.
Yeah, no,
I don't
did it?
mean argue like fight about
Like,
it.
there's people like I see it. Say at lunch or something,
Hmm.
and I'm like, oh, bro, just because we disagree about every little thing, don't think I don't like I hate you. Like, bro, this is just a conversation. He's like, oh, I thought you
Right.
hated me. Like, bro, like, it's almost like an orator, a debater. Like,
Yeah.
it's nice to debate. It's nothing personal. You know,
Hmm.
I mean, you talk about if you look at ancient Rome and the Greeks and the Romans, there were guys for thousands of years that just sat there and be like, they just debated about everything. They're
Of
like,
course.
bah, 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 bah. Because in a way, that's how they got to like an agreed upon. Uh, you know what I'm saying though?
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more,
And
dude.
that's why they killed. Was it Socrates? They kicked him out because he kept on saying he proved people didn't know anything because he never agreed. And so,
Mm.
for example, if they said the sky is blue, what is blue? Oh, blue is a paint. So the sky is paint, and it's like he just and basically they kicked him to an island, right? Because they're like he wouldn't agree with anything. He just kept on. asking a question mark or whatever they said. And what he proved is eventually no one knows anything, but they just kind of agree upon things, but they don't know. Because if you keep on asking questions, you just make people uncomfortable, and they prove that they don't know anything. They just agree. There's the difference between knowing and agreeing. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, you have uh you have convention based on earned knowledge and convention based on pure social, either incorrect social convention based on agreement, or social convention or human convention based on a placeholder piece of information.
Well, if there's knowledge, that's like saying no. So then there's nothing else to learn. At the same time,
Mm-mm.
so in a way, it's almost like there's agreed upon. There's agreed upon. You could say knowledge in a sense, but then that means why even learn anymore?
Well, no,
You know what
because
I'm saying?
knowledge is not about something being agreed upon. Something being agreed upon, like you said, is convention,
Well, is it
right?
yeah, because if it was truth, truth is forever, right? The sky is up, always up. If you're on the ground, sky is up. That's truth forever. But knowledge, if we agree upon it, can't be truth
Well,
because
see,
things
but
change.
Richie, what is up?
Up is above the ground.
See, but what I'm saying is you can define these things a lot of ways, and you can build knowledge which is true and can be tested, right? If
I
you
think
break it down
knowledge
to a
is in a way
rigorous.
of trying to understand the truth, and there's a difference between knowledge and truth.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying though?
Sure, yeah, yeah.
Like here's the truth. The sun is in the sky, true. But why
Right.
is the sun in the sky? That's we could talk the end of time. You know what I'm saying though?
Well, see,
So
but we could also say, where does the sun really reside, right? It's in space. What is space? Why is space? So there's many levels of building knowledge, but you're right. Knowledge is the architecture and the armature for us to understand. Um, yeah, like you said, truth.
my opinion, I think at best case, we agree with people that we think we understand. Because true
Mm.
understanding, we'd have to be God ourselves, and we never will be. So we're always in the pursuit. I think the pursuit of trying to just simply understand a little more is the great nature of mankind. Because what was I'll go to something I like firearms. If we agreed upon muskets were the best, we wouldn't be where we're at now with Glock switches. So men has always been like, well, muskets is good, what can we do better, though? We agree that this is good. We'll go to war with a musket, but something's got to be better. How do you make something better that doesn't exist, though? Well,
But you,
you,
but you,
you have to agree with what you have, even though it's great. It's not the greatest. We could do better. And in a way, you have to abandon what is great to get to great. Like a step. Do you ever go up steps? You like that step, but you got to go the next step and let go of the old step to go higher. Does that make any sense?
so there's the domain of human knowledge is an interconnection of many different types of knowledge. So what I mean by that is you have a type of knowledge where we say, hey, muskets are, working for us, right? We know that because we went to battle.
Hmm.
But we also know that the more, let's say, the more firepower that we can launch at the enemy, the better it is, right?
Well,
And
well, the faster because muskets were slow to reload.
right,
So
that's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah.
Right.
How do we
So
shorten that space in between the shot
exactly.
and the next shot? Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you combine the different parts of the knowledge that you have, which will lead you to the next step, which is how do we make muskets faster, or how do we make it fire 3 bullets, or whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
How
then
do
we
we get
try
longer
different
range? And
things.
then they went to a
Right.
rifle. You know,
Right.
which would they combine the powder, the ball, and they made a casing so it was sealed, so it was waterproof. Because that's why they said keep your powder dry. Because
Yeah.
if it was
No
raining,
diddy.
there was no war. Imagine, do you know what the safest day was in a war back then? When it
Oh, when
rained.
it's raining, that's funny.
It's
Yeah.
just shit. Well, no, actually, I'll take it back. Everyone's just fixing bayonets. That's the worst case. You're gonna have to spear a motherfucker, bro. That's it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe it's worse. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh no, like, oh no.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah,
I'm concerned. I'm concerned we're coming into another turbulent time. Our lifetimes have been, for the most part, at least in our part of the world, have been fairly peaceful, which is good. Relatively peaceful compared to
I
history,
warned
but
about 2026, and I
yeah.
believe they want to collapse. What's that? Are they? You could call it aliens, whatever it is. I believe there's evil entities. I call it Satan. There are people that just want the world to always be destroying itself. We did it in World War I. We did it in World War II. We did it in the Civil War. We did it in Vietnam. We did it in Iraq War that I was part of, in Afghanistan, 9/11, and then things kind of been calming down a little bit, and now we're getting ready to do it again. Because not only is it big business, but it's like a blood ritual. It's like a cleansing of the human race, and it's sad. And whatever it is in the moment right now, they come up with reasons why. But then you look back 20 years ago, it's like, well, there was no weapons of mass destruction, but I was around for it, and everyone was like, Saddam Hussein's got weapons of mass
Well,
destruction. You were a baby. We got to do something about it. And they did 9/11. And then 20 years later, you're like, no, they didn't. Shut up when you hate America. And you're like, dude, there was songs on the radio. We'll put a boot up your ass. And like, so I can't wait for the next song. It's gonna be like Iran's a homosexual, and then I can't wait till we go to a war with Mars. It's gonna be like there's sodomites on Mars. Fucking fuck Mars, and like that's it's gonna be like we're gonna be like killing the Martians. And like we got, the Martians are trying to take my freedom, and we're fucking blowing away Martians. It's just, but here's the thing: every war, our technology improves because we
right.
test what we have and what doesn't work. I believe to keep, for example, do you know in the Korean War we developed what's called vertical envelopment? Do you know what vertical envelopment is?
I don't.
Helicopters, cocksucker. If it
Got
wasn't
you.
for the Korean War, because we were able to get soldiers in and out in tough spots with helicopters. Planes are great, but you got to jump out. Helicopter can stop and then leave.
Mm,
Like it's
mm-hmm.
almost like an alien ship could just stop and beam up and get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, it was another way because planes could just go, but planes can't stop. The plane stops, it crashes. So helicopters was like could do everything. Yeah, not as fast as a plane, but it could do everything. So what's the next step? I think interdimensional. Yeah, literally, like because think about it, we're interdimensional right now. I'm not there, you're not there, but we're here somehow. Like we're literally in a different dimension. We're not. I'm in a Toyota. Where are you in California? But yet we're in the internet. Have you ever been to the internet?
I'm in the back of your Toyota, bro. That's why it's dark.
I thought you grabbed
Can
my
you turn
left
the
cheek.
light? Can you
Hold on.
turn the light on in the
Could
back,
you,
bro?
could
Please.
you get the ice off my back like I'm a little boy? Could you get my left cheek like Michael Jordan?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's another thing. Now Michael Jordan's grabbing left. If out of all the times in history for Michael Jordan, if he was helping a child to get ice off his shirt, don't grab.
Yeah,
Listen, guys, don't even go near any kid's cheeks right now. I'm just getting the ice out. Yeah, okay, bro. Bad timing. Bad timing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like,
I don't. I can't handle that from Michael, dude. He's the man.
yeah, well,
So
he was. Well,
I need to be able to believe in somebody. You know what I
I
mean?
know, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like all of it, 2026 is dude, it's so bad. Yesterday, Trump said there's aliens, and I got pictures, and I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna take off my and hold on a second. I'll show you. I got they just released this happened in Mexico today. Did you see this?
By the way, Doctor Studios YT asks, "What's your favorite cheese?"
I'm not answering that. This this is an enhanced picture of an alien ship over Mexico today, bro. This is not the aliens I wanted. What the fuck is this?
That doesn't look real.
No, no, they verified it. It is not AI. This was flying over Mexico today. What is this,
That doesn't look real, bro.
dude? It looks like a cock, right? It looks like it's got like,
Wow. I think that's a Rorschach test for yourself, bro. It doesn't look like that to me.
dude. Imagine aliens. This was no, because dude, this is legit. But if aliens suck, imagine if alien ships aren't even cool, and all this time we think it's like Men in Black, and the aliens are like, imagine they're just like they're not like they're shit. You're like, fuck this, man. It would be a letdown.
I don't. I think any form of life from a different planet that's not our own would be phenomenal, dude.
No,
Amazing.
no, no. Because if it was better there, why would they? Listen, if you're at a party and there's a bunch of hot bitches, why would you leave? This is as good as it gets. So if these guys, why would they come here if their place is better? Clearly, it's better here, which means they suck. Why would
But
aliens, if they're from a cool place, come here if it sucks?
hold on. If you think now, first of all, I don't think that's real. But second of all,
Yeah.
if they can, let's say aliens came here and they found us, okay? That would mean they're more advanced than us, or at least they got luckier, but we haven't been able to find them, but they found us.
You know what? I'm not going to say his name, but a guy related to God, he told me $2 drinks, $2 assholes. Careful who you surround yourself. So if they're more advanced, do they want to be okay? If I hang out with doctors, I'm going to get smarter just by hanging out with doctors every day. So if these guys are more advanced, do they want to get stupid? Because this is a stupid place. This is a very stupid place. So why are they coming here?
Well, first of all, I don't think that's real. But again, if they came here and they found us, they might be surveying us. They might be looking to trade technology. Who knows, dude?
yeah, 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 maybe they want a bunch of vibrators.
Well, the way that the human mind works might not be the only way to uh, solve problems in our system. And for instance, we come up with code, right? And computers. And the way that we handle that through binary might not be the only way to do it. There might be some sort of intrinsic reason why humans design systems that way. And them learning that way of doing systems could be interesting to them. Even if we're rudimentary, we might take fundamentally different points of view.
They might just be coming to observe what they've always been doing. Because if there was beings now, that means there always was beings. Because as long as there's been humans, which means as long as there's been other people watching us, there always has been. So
No,
this can't
why?
be
Why
nothing
is
new.
that true? Maybe they finally figured out how to find us. That's also possible.
If they were advanced beings, then they always were more advanced. So that means they could always be here.
They might
Why
have
they just
become
started
more
coming
advanced
yesterday
Wednesday.
on a Friday night? Let's come on down to
Dude,
Mexico.
on Wednesday they might have finally cracked the code and figured out how to find us.
Well, I mean, why would they go to Mexico?
Mexico's great.
Honestly, tequila and bitches with fat asses sounds like a good idea. And tacos.
What does what does Joshua, what do you mean by need me back? What does that mean, bro?
You know, I don't know. I had one touch up, and my burn's going perfect now.
Yeah, my burden was going perfectly and now it's kind of see it's struggling a little bit.
That's exactly where I had a problem. It was just strange.
That's interesting. You know, I've noticed that with some cigars that the way they're blended or bunched or whatever, they have a certain issue, a hang up at a certain point. Now, that said, this is correcting itself perfectly fine. So
Yeah,
it's starting to burn again.
and I think
Uh,
that has to do because it's going with the roll of the cigar. I
mhm,
think for some reason you might have some separation at the roll in the bottom, and it
mm,
kind of splits, and so on the wrapper maybe in a sense in the binder, and it's not um, pulling evenly. If that makes any sense.
mhm. My burn is back to perfect, and I haven't had to touch it up, so I take that back. Chopped
Uh,
beef,
Taco
chopped.
says they want cocaine in Mexico. It's possible.
Oh yeah, okay. Chopped beef. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. They might not have cocaine, dude. They could be just coming for the drugs, dude. Could be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
and
Imagine
Mexico, the
going to it. Yeah,
cartel, yeah, they would do good business. Yeah.
imagine going to another planet and doing their drugs. That'd be wild, bro. Maybe they would not even work on your system.
Well, no.
Uh,
What if aliens didn't even know what drugs were? They're like, to have fun. And they're like,
hmm,
have fun. Like, yeah, to leave this place. Like, why would you want to leave your place? No, I'll still be there. But because clearly aliens are leaving their place and coming here. But when we do drugs, we stay here, but we leave with our mind. So what if aliens never thought about staying somewhere and then just your mind leaving? Maybe if they're like, wait a second, your mind leaves, but your body stays. Like, what if they're like trying to like figure this part out? Because in a way, doing drugs is an interdimensional travel. It is. Even getting drunk is traveling through your mind. Because if you're staying in the same place and you start drinking, you're not in the same. Like the perception of that place is different. You know what I'm saying?
interesting. Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't tend to change particularly when I'm drinking. The Chop BMW says the universe is expanding at an accelerated rate faster than the speed of light, which makes it impossible for life outside of a certain proximity to ever come in contact with us. Interesting. Fair enough.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I believe we're not moving at all, and there's a dome over us that God built, and we can't leave, and we're stuck here. But that's okay. We can have that, talk. Yeah, I think we're stuck here, and I think all these aliens are actually just fallen angels. That
How the aliens get in the dome, bro?
I'll explain. Um, in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, also if you read the book of Enoch, there was angels that were here just to watch the earth and report back to God on the earth that He created, and us we were made in God's image, but in the physical world with the spirit inside of it. In a way, we were two for one. We were shampoo and conditioner. We were hybrid. God is spirit, but He created physical beings in His image in the physical world that could self procreate with men and women. Anyways, long story short, there was angels in Genesis and the book of Enoch that wanted pussy, flat out. They said, "Let's get some women. Let's take wives," and they did. 200 of them, and they took wives. Long story short, God got mad. The children were giants, and He flooded the earth. After the flood, He said, "I will never flood the earth again, and I will put my bow over the earth." The bow was the dome, meaning so that way the fallen angels no more could come into this realm and procreate with the women and create giants, because the giants created a lot of problems, and then those giants became, when the giants died, their souls were roaming the earth as demons. Now you don't have to believe in this, but this is in the book of Enoch and the Old Testament. So the point is this: yeah, there's a dome over the earth so the angels can't get pussy. Dude, I know it sounds crazy, but they're
Do
getting cock. The dome is cock blocking the angels from making giants with bitches.
Do you think that you have some giant blood? Because there's only two things we know about you. You're a little man, meaning you're a huge guy, and also you love Chocha.
I do love Chocha, and I have a giant skull. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
okay, but here's the thing:
You see what I mean?
the biggest giants were the original, the Puros, and then after the
Hmm.
dome came, every time one of those giants slept with a woman, they got smaller and smaller because
Right.
in the beginning, they were half angel and half woman. But then from there, the giants got smaller and smaller, and that's why I believe you have different height people. And the taller you are, the more percentage of your bloodline is from the Nephilim, from the giants.
But you
Look
also
at
got a big
look at
skull, dude.
basketball players. Look at anyone tall, sports players. They get worshipped like gods. Imagine if you were 10 feet tall, 20 feet tall, you'd be a god on this earth. Okay. Also, though, you'd probably be a really bad person. Can you imagine if all these bad people on this earth were 40 feet tall? Holy shit. They'd be doing
That'd
really fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying,
be
though?
funny, dude.
Yeah. You know why I pulled you
But
over?
then
No, so I can step on you.
they wouldn't go after children, bro, because everybody would be like children to them.
Yeah, yeah, but no, they would just. It said in the book of Enoch they ran out of food for the giants, so they started sinning against man and beast. But no, it's actually said they were eating the people, but then it said they were sinning against animals and eating them. What does that mean? They were fucking the animals and eating them, and that's what created those hybrids, like the half horse, half man, half fish, mermaid, half fish, half man. Mermaids because the giants were sleeping with the fish. So I guess
Oh,
somebody fucked Free Willy and they created a mermaid.
I thought I thought that mermaids came from
First, I'm
because
glad.
we
I'm glad we talked about this tonight. I'm glad we did. Yeah.
well, I thought that we evolved from fish, and since we evolved from fish, it was just like halfway, like the top half had evolved and it's like human now, and the bottom half is just like still fish.
I disagree with that, but you could believe in that. That's fine. No, and that still is a belief system because if we evolved from fish, we would all be still fish, or there'd be no more fish. So, why would? Okay, if I could get out of the ocean and stop being fish and go on the internet and have steak and get chocha, why would I stay being a fish? Why would I stay?
Well, I
Makes
guess it's like that's why there's no mermaids left because all the fish that turned into half people were like, oh wait, we should just be full people.
I don't believe they turn into. I believe they're manipulated, like a hybrid, just like that foundation cigar shouldn't have happened. Half
Hmm.
hybrid. It's not natural to have a Connecticut broadleaf Maduro hybrid Habano. It wasn't right. It wasn't right.
So I think
They,
what we've learned is that you're like the Camacho pre-embargo dude. You've got like one leaf
well,
of giant in you.
we can go into things we do agree. If you look at the Old Testament, God specifically says in Leviticus, in the Torah, not to mix things. So when it came to let's say if you wear, he said if you're wearing cotton, only cotton. He said if you're wearing linen, only linen. Because and they proved it now when you mix materials to wear, it messes up your body.
Right.
like polyester and everything, it does. If you wear pure linen or pure cotton, so if, when you hybrid materials, it messes you up. You know,
Interesting.
yeah, dude. I mean, there are people in all different religions that only wear white and cotton or linen because I'm telling you, bro, it's not good for you. Think about it. All polyester materials, they're made from petroleum. It can't be good for your body to have it on your skin.
But
You know?
also a lot of cigars that have leaves from different countries, as they burn down, they clash. They start to clash.
Yeah,
But a
what if all
puro
those
doesn't
leaves were
clash.
separate for a reason, and when you put them
Right.
together, it wasn't meant to
Mm-hmm.
be? And
Mm-hmm.
now, it's almost like if you're gonna have Dominican, all Dominican, fine. But as you combine different tobaccos, you understand. What if they were separated for a reason, and now the minerals combined, it could be dangerous. If that makes any sense.
It's getting a little bit. It's smoking a little bit down, and it's
Yeah,
starting to build up, dude. I'm starting to get more of the zestiness, more of the tanginess is coming forward, more of the black peppers coming forward, but
I'm
also
dropping
more
the
of
ash.
the. Oh yeah, yeah, nice.
I'm dropping it. Ready?
Yeah, I think I cut out. Nice. I was just saying the zestiness is coming forward, the black pepper's coming forward, but also some of the sweetness and the syrupiness is coming forward.
I almost wish I didn't drop the ash because
Mm,
it is stronger without the ash. I had about
mm,
2 inches of ash, and without it, it's I'll tell you what, the cigar's stronger than I thought it was. I'm glad it has some of the honey sweetness, but
mm.
it's got a lot of balls with the and not just with the pepper, but the finish is so long and it carries on everything. So it does have a long finish. I wouldn't say it's easy to love. Would you agree on that?
Uh,
Easy to love
yeah,
has got to be
yeah.
absolutely agreed
No,
upon.
I agree. I agree
I'm
with
not
you. I
saying
agree
it's
with
hate.
you.
I'm not saying it's a hateable, but
No, no, no. Yeah, I just had to think about it. Yeah, I agree with you.
if you got just like
You're.
if it's godlike, if you have to think about it, it's not godlike. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Though.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I think it's not easy to love, but at the same time,
it's
it's not
comfortable in a way that
right.
it's. But I think for guys that want to get into some stronger cigars, they could try it out because it's not going to be like AJ. But it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely for okay. Let's zoom in within the punch lineup. I would you say this is one of the stronger punches? It's definitely stronger
Uh,
than the Classico. Oh yeah, it's not the Punch
right.
Diablo, but within the punch lineup, I definitely think it's more one of the stronger ones. It's stronger than the Maduro Classico, the regular Classico, the Punch
Well,
Signature.
the rare Corojo, I don't think it's necessarily. I think it's about where the rare
I think the Rare
Corojo is.
Corojo is a little harsher, though. Would you agree? I think a stock Rare
Yeah.
Corojo. I think the blend of the Rare Corojo
Yeah.
is better with a couple of years. Every time I
Yeah.
had a Rare Corojo with like 2, 3
Mm-hmm.
years on it, it was
Mm-hmm.
magical. But a bare bones Rare Corojo, in my opinion, it's not bad, but it does. It's not a harmonious cigar. I think if you're drinking
Yeah.
scotch and getting drunk, Rare Corojo is solid. But I think Rare Corojo, you give it a couple years, and it. I'm telling you, man, age punch cigars are pretty solid. The Rare Corojo, I had a Rare Corojo with 5 years on it once, and it
Mm-hmm.
was, dude, it was solid, bro.
Yeah. I remember. For me, the rare Corojo, I think I smoked one with, I think, probably a little bit of age on it, and the first part was very sweet, very harmonious, very rich, and then it started to clash and it
You
started
know
to get
why?
harsh, like you said.
Tobacco ages from the bottom up. This is what I mean.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
weakest part of the leaf is on the bottom, the
Mm-hmm.
tip side.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to deteriorate faster and age faster. And the thicker part of the leaf on the top, where the
Right.
stem brings the nutrients in, it takes more time to get to that point. You know what I'm saying, though? Kind of like
That's
this.
what I'm
Do you,
saying.
ever, do you have a piece of cheese and you don't wrap it up tight? It starts hardening and getting old from where you cut it, where the air
Hmm.
is exposing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
That is, in a sense, like picture like that's affecting it.
Exactly.
That's going to age faster. Time will
Exactly.
turn. You get what I'm trying to say?
But I think even then, even with that age, even with it smoothing out a little bit, I do find this about in the range of the rare Corojo. You know what I mean? It's not a lot. It's not a lot stronger than that. I think it may be
No,
a
but I think
little
the
bit
blend
less
is more
body.
harmonious, though.
Yeah, I think the blend on this one is coming together in a more straightforward way that makes a lot of sense.
I'd rather
Um,
smoke this than the Rare Corojo. However,
hmm
though,
hmm
I think the Rare Corojo is a little darker, and I
hmm
think the Rare Corojo, if I could give it 3 years, 4 years, you could have a totally different animal. So I think, I mean, dude, the Rare Corojo I had with 5 years, bro, I think it was almost godlike. It was like,
Wow.
yeah, bro, and yeah, if you want to get aging some cigars, Rare Corojo is good to age.
Well,
You know,
I've been aging them for some years. I have a couple that I'm aging because I know you feel that way about them. So
and they're actually affordable. I really
yeah,
think. No, I'm telling you, man. Aged Rare Corojos are solid. Um, and those have an Ecuadorian wrapper, right?
yeah, I want to say Ecuadorian Sumatra.
But it's a sun grown, right? It's
Yeah, but I forget. Is the binder broadleaf? What's the binder on that?
I, I'm fucked up on that. Oh, we got people yelling at each other. It is Saturday
Mm,
night. There might be a
hmm
fist fight. Um, what's some other punch? Oh, you have classical Maduro,
hmm
rare Corojo. Now the Golden Era is a later cigar of punch, and
And
that's up.
it's an Aladino, really.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, yeah, and I would say it's a little more higher tier and more in cost. So you can't compare it to the originals, but it definitely was an improvement. And that's been a great seller for them. I would love to see like a part two, like another blend from that maker.
hmm hmm
That was the outsourced punch. That wasn't made by Punch.
I
Um,
haven't smoked that one, believe it or not.
hmm.
Even though that's up my alley.
Well, I smoked Rare Crow over 100 times, a lot.
Hmm
I have a good time with Rare Crow.
Oh no, I've smoked Rare Corojo.
I'm
I
sorry.
haven't
I'm
smoked
sorry.
the
I'm
Golden
sorry.
Era.
That's what I meant. Yeah, Golden Era. The Golden
Oh,
Era. That's what I'm talking
got you. Yeah,
about. Because you said you didn't smoke the Golden Era.
right. Yeah, I
It's a
didn't smoke
solid
that
cigar.
one.
I smoked
I
it, I think, in like every size. It was a great time.
I think this is a very solid cigar. I like how it comes together in a way which is predictable. It's solid. You know, it moves along. It has a decent balance to it. There's nothing that's really throwing me out of the smoke per se.
I'd
Um,
say it's like a semi-comfortable, semi-strong, but I think it's kind of hearty. It's rich.
yeah.
It's
Yep.
got syrupy sweetness. You could say it's honey.
hmm
Um, I think it's giving you a lot and no regret. I'm not saying I'm like blown away by it, but
Right.
I'm kind of impressed on it. I think it's solid.
Right.
Um, I got nothing bad to say about it. I could be content smoking this. Um, I wouldn't say every day, but I mean, like, what cigar would you want every day? So I mean, you change it up, but I think it's a good offering. That's all I could do is basically not just recommend, but like
Yeah.
why or I could give this a solid nod, like, hey, anyone can have a good time with this, and it's affordable, and available. That's the one thing you got to give General. Their
Right.
cigars are available, man, and it's
There
solid.
there there's some Aladinos I'd smoke every day. Uh, VSG you could smoke every day, but only at a
It's
certain
it's
time of
it's
day. You know what I
expensive.
mean?
It's expensive, though. But yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. Dude, I
I
smoked that VSG yesterday,
yeah.
or
Oh
2 days
yeah.
ago.
Wonderful cigar. Yeah.
Bro,
Mm.
bro, bro. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Bro. Well, I don't know why that felt like such a long time ago, but yeah,
I know, dude. That's what
um,
I'm saying, dude. When you're
yeah,
working
dude,
hard.
VSG, bro. When I went home, bro, and it was a Friday night, so no alarm clock. Turned the phone off.
Yeah.
I went home. I had a
Nice.
beer. I had It's not a Danish beer. It's a Danish design beer. Do you ever have a Carlsberg beer? It's actually brewed in France, but it's a Danish beer brewed in France. I'll tell you what, that's a classy pilsner. It
Mhm.
is not. You ever have it?
I I can't. I know I've seen it. I don't know if I've actually drank it, but I got to try that. I like a Pilsner. Pilsner
No, bro. It
Urquell
is.
or Urquell is really good.
Bro, French don't make anything low quality, bro.
Mm.
But it's a Danish design.
hmm
I like it better than Heineken, bro. It is a nice beer, bro.
Oh, it's got to be better than Heineken.
Yeah, Heineken, bro, is like,
Heineken's fallen off, dude. I think the Heineken now is made in the U.S. or whatever. It's like
yeah, they
junk.
got bought out by like Budweiser, and it's not the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
It's not the
That's not the
same.
same. That's no
You know
good.
what I used to fuck with back in the day, 20 years ago,
Mm.
and no more is the Amstel Light. I used to fuck with Amstel Light.
I'm drinking a little. What's it called? I can't. Fernet Branca. Have you heard of that?
What is it called?
Fernet Branca. It's an Italian liqueur.
No, I have to see a
Well,
picture of it.
we got it. Well, I'll send you a
Wait,
picture
is
of it.
that the one with a woman on it?
No, it's the one with the bird on it.
No.
I like it. I
There
think
is
you'd
some
like it.
Italian
It's
liqueurs. They
pretty
got
cool.
the DiGiorno, or what's that one with the D? It has like an orange
Mm.
label.
Um,
They did a lot of
I'm
advertising.
not
It's
sure.
like a
Yeah,
square bottle, like a rectangle.
square bottle rectangle. It's not Cointreau.
No,
That's French.
no,
No, I
there's
don't
some
know.
interesting liqueurs. I'm not really into that, but at the same time, like there's a time and place for that. I think especially with like a dessert or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I thought you might be interested in it because it's Italian. You know, it's got some of that Italian flavor. Yeah,
I have
amaretto.
to look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm my bread and butter. If I'm gonna have a drink, I like Scotch or bourbon, or whiskey.
Hmm.
I like Jack. I like Doers. There's different levels
Hmm.
to them though. If I'm gonna go straight stuff, I like oh, dude. I mean, like I like Glen Morangi. I like Balvini. I like I'll do Glen Morangi. No, no, Glen Levitt and
Hmm.
Glenfiddich. Um, Generally, my rule on those is like Glenfiddich. I really fuck with Glenfiddich around 15-year Glenfiddich. Glenlivet, I'll do 12, but Glenlivet and Glenfiddich both at 15 years are fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
I used to drink a lot of Glenlivet 18. My boss used to like it, so we used to drink it at work. Bro,
Hmm.
Glenlivet
Nice.
18 is fucking
Wow.
tits. Do you ever smoke that? I mean, drink that?
Mm-mm. No, I think I've had Glenlivet a couple times, but I'm kind of new to I've had some beer here and there, but I'm new to any hard liquor, so I'm just getting into that. I think it's kind
So
of
you
interesting.
got a whole world.
Yeah.
Those two are very similar in price point, and like the Glenlivet, Glenfiddich, and the single malts. But then you have in the blends. I highly recommend Johnny Green. And this with his
Okay.
there's a rule in blend scotches. There's two different kinds of blends. There's blends of only single malts, and then there's blends with single malts and grain. So Johnny Walker, all of them, even the 40-year, is blend single malts, but then with also grain whiskey. And there's nothing wrong with that. But Johnny Green is the only one with four pure single, and they list the four. So
Ah.
basically, it's high end single malts, but it's four high end single malts, and they have a ratio on which ones,
Oh,
and they
nice.
blend it together. So the Johnny Green is like the third one up. You have the red, the black, and then the green.
Right.
The
Okay.
green is the hardest to find. They don't make it as much, and like it sells out. And normally it's only like it used to be 50, now it's like 65.
Oh,
But no,
wow.
Johnny Green is fucking solid, and it's a 15-year Scotch.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a
Okay.
blend of it's a blend of four 15-year scotches. So
Gotcha.
like, what I'm saying though, like it's solid. I like it. I think the balance of it, of the choices,
Nice.
and I find 15-year scotch is almost like as high as you want to go. I love
Hmm.
18 and 21, but once you go there, it's not that it ages out totally, but it becomes so smooth. I almost feel like I'm not even drinking scotch anymore. You know what I'm saying though?
I wanna cut in real quick. I'm burning down a little bit. I'm kind of midway through the second third. It's
Mm.
starting to pick up. It's starting to fill out a little bit more. I'm getting finally a little bit of that breadiness, a little bit of that creaminess, that Honduran creaminess. It's coming to life a little bit more. I think it's a very solid cigar. I think it's especially from a general cigar offering, which I'm not a big fan. Um, I think it's a very solid one. And I'm not a huge punch fan either. So although I love that Punch Diablo that we smoked together, I thought that was a
And
wonderful
once
cigar.
again, a contract cigar that's aging.
Right.
So,
True. True. True.
I mean, but once again, it's still blended by what they wanted
Hmm.
because the
Hmm.
Punch Diablo doesn't feel like every AJ cigar, and that's
Hmm.
funny you say that because that's the last one in the 4 pack, and I
Oh,
was gonna
nice.
light that one up, but guess what? I'm gonna light this one up after this one. I'm gonna blow
Yeah.
my fucking brains out tonight, not with a gun, but with cigars. Because I
Yeah.
said, "Am I gonna do the Diablo first?" I said, "If I do Diablo first,
No way, dude.
I won't.
No, no, no.
I won't taste
No,
this one."
I tell you what, Diablo for dessert after this cigar is not a bad idea at all. Um, that's a wonderful
No,
cigar,
you know
but
why, too.
yeah.
I want it after I smoke the Diablo. When I go to sleep tonight, oh my god, bro!
Yeah, you're
Like,
gonna visit Geo, bro.
bro, when I go home, I'm gonna have one of those pilsners.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
one, and
Mm-hmm.
and bro, I had a real bachelor breakfast because I had to go shopping today. I was out of all my food. I had some
Hmm.
like soup and tuna fish, but like this morning for breakfast, I was even out of coffee. So you know what I had for breakfast?
Yeah.
I had the Danish French made beer pilsner, the Carlsberg,
Fantastic.
and I'm
Yeah.
sitting there and I'm drinking a beer and I'm like, you know what, this is great. Say no, like if I can have a beer for breakfast.
Listen, man, I went to Europe. I backpacked through Europe after college, and I picked up the habit of, and I never really drank alcohol at all before that, but I picked up the habit of one beer for breakfast and then some nice bread, some nice cheese, some nice salami.
It doesn't feel
Incredible.
offensive, you know. It's not like you're getting
Incredible.
shit
No,
faced.
no, no, it's not. It doesn't, but you don't even feel it. I don't know.
Especially when
It's
you
a
have, in
very
my
nourishing.
opinion, quality beer. I wouldn't
Right.
want like a Budweiser. And
No,
this is
no,
what I mean.
no,
I'm not
no,
against
no, no.
American beer, but mass-produced American beer is
Mm-mm.
all science and it's fake.
No,
Like
no.
they put garbage material. Now I'll
Yeah.
drink a Sam Adams for breakfast because Sam Adams is actually good American beer. I
Mm.
like Sam
Okay.
Adams.
I haven't had an American beer that I would have for breakfast. I love Lef or Leffa. The have you
The
drank that
German,
one?
the German.
It's Belgian.
Oh, I
You've
like
never,
Belgian beer.
yeah,
You ever hear
that's a good one for
Hogarden?
breakfast.
I fuck with Hogarden. That orange
That's
hazy beer with
yeah,
that
that's a
round
little
bottle.
light. It's a little light for me. You know me, I like a dark cigar. I
Yeah, but
like a dark beer.
dude,
Yeah.
dude, I used to drink that and have like we used to make like bratwurst and drink that at my friend's
Oh
house.
wow. Oh,
Bro,
that's
that was a
nice.
good
Yeah.
combo, man. Because the
Mm-hmm.
lighter stuff is
Mm-hmm.
nice with some food. You know, it's like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, bro, yeah.
I agree. This, you know what?
What I like about
So
Hogarden is it's very clean
yeah,
and crisp.
right. Absolutely, I agree. Um, with General, I kind of feel like that you get a little bit of that mass-produced Budweiser vibe from some of their stuff that's Dominican or Nicaraguan, but this Honduran, and again, also like the Cohiba Blue, right? I didn't get that with the Cohiba Blue either, so I definitely
Well,
feel
Cohiba Blue
more.
was the first Cohiba with Honduran tobacco.
That's what I'm saying, and they're good. I think General Cigars, Honduran cigars are not bad. They're
Well, no, that
really,
was
to me,
Dominican
very
produced, but it
inoffensive.
had Honduran tobacco in it.
Sure, sure, yeah,
And
yeah,
um, I think what it comes down to is I don't think you're crazy about
hmm
because the red has a lot more Dominican
right.
Lajero of the Piloto Cubano.
Piloto, yeah,
And so that's also in the Honduran and the blue, but less of it, you know. So
yeah,
maybe it's just too much of it in the red for you, and
yeah,
it's overtaking, you know.
yeah, definitely.
But I love them both. I think the blue and in a way the red was just basic. The blue was just like a
The
slightly
Honduran
Honduran
red,
version of the red,
yeah,
but
hmm
that hits you better, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
no, definitely. I think, yeah, I just think I definitely get it. Like, I really love LFD, right? Because they got that strong, that rich Dominican tobacco, and Davidoff. If you get a really good rich Davidoff, that's fantastic with Dominican tobacco. But I think when you get some of that lighter Dominican tobacco, for me, it can get a little dry, little harsh. For me personally, the way it comes across. So anyway, but we don't need to.
well, I mean, there's also when it comes to say Dominican, there's phases, right? If you're talking about like, okay, I've been smoking cigars like now almost 25 years.
Yeah,
If you're talking about like an old school Dominican brand, that's from like that blend started in the 1990s and is still making it,
right.
versus like, you know, times have changed and what is a Dominican cigar, what have changed. So like, I would love to see AJ do a twist on Dominican tobacco, and
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
don't think
wait,
we've seen
actually,
it.
he did a couple of those, but he did one which was a San Latano Dominicano, and I smoked a couple of those, and I hate to tell you, it's not that good. It's a bit harsh. And you know me, and it's from I think it's I want to say Jochi or Yochi or whatever the guy's name is, Jochi Blanco, his farm. Maybe I just don't get along with his tobacco, but I just felt it was a little papery, a little peppery, a little harsh. And I like AJ, man, and I like Dominican tobacco, but
So the
again,
crazy thing
it's
is, so what
yeah.
is Fuente doing that's so magical with Dominican tobacco?
Mm, well, we shouldn't even get into that. I'm starting to decide I don't even really like Fuente. I love the VSG and I love the Opus because those are stronger Dominican tobaccos, but
You
I
don't like
think
the Anejo?
I do like the anejo. The anejo is also delicious. With some nice. I smoked it once with you. I thought it was okay, but then I smoked it once with Lefroy Lefroy Sherry
Okay, but what
10
size
10
though?
year
What's the diameter?
in the shark. I smoked the shark, so I think that's kind of a little bit too big. But with the Scotch, it was very very nice. I thought it was very good.
Well, it's
Uh,
Connecticut broadleaf, and
yeah.
I fuck with the Anejo. I smoked that I don't know,
No, I like
over
it
a
too.
hundred. I smoked
I
Anejo.
agree. No, I agree. I agree. The anejo is very very
I
good.
like the rare pink though, but you never fuck with that.
I only smoked it one time, and I think I had just received it from our friend Gio, and I think it was just a little on the dry side.
What I
So
like
I
about
think,
the red pink for
yeah,
Fuente,
yeah,
it's more challenging, it's more
hmm
complex.
hmm
It's not so immediately satisfying or immediately easy to love.
yeah,
And I like that within the Fuente. I like, okay, if you take Rare Pink outside of Fuente, you go, okay. But within the Fuente lineup, I like what it does within the lineup because it's not trying to be the Hemingway. It's not trying
got
to
you.
be the Neho. It's not trying to be Opus X, but it's still Fuente. You know what I'm saying? Though, so I like it. It's still the void that they didn't have. So that's why I had so much buzz when it came out because like,
That's
oh,
fair.
Fuente with some Nicaraguan tobacco, it was unique. You know, um,
So I did something crazy, which was I saw a good price on Casa Cuba cigars, and I one of the early cigars that I thought was really
that
nice was
cigar
the
grew on
Casa.
me over the years.
So the opposite happened because I really liked it at first, and I smoked, I think it 3 times in one day, dude. I smoked two Robustos. I've never done this before. This was crazy. And
Oh,
then I
that sounds
smoked
crazy.
one of the short ones, 4.5 inches by 54, the Quattro. Now the Quattro is quite good, but the Cinco is just a little harsh for me. And I'll say this is my point. I think the Casa Cuba is the line for me. Every Fuente that's weaker than that I don't really like. And every Fuente that's stronger than that, I do like. So the Anejo, the Opus, and then the VSG, I think are fantastic. But then when you get to, for me, I hate to say it, the Hemingway, the Don Carlos, stuff like that is too weak for me. And I find it a little harsh.
But
The
what
same way
about
that I
the
find
Hemingway
other
Maduro though you
Dominican.
liked, but not that you
Oh
didn't like
yeah,
the Cabernet?
that was really good. That was really good. But yeah, that just smokes so different. Yeah, I don't know. I can't explain that. Maybe because it's a Maduro, it just works. That's a delicious cigar. But I
Now that's
haven't
a high
particularly gone
value
back
because
to
when
it
you
either.
think about what you're getting,
Yeah.
you're kind of getting uh, you're getting a discounted.
Mm.
You're getting
Anejo.
a yes
Yeah.
with a non what do you call it a non
Oh, with the barrel
barrel.
aging.
It's
Right.
not barrel aged. It's not
Yeah.
barrel aged. So the other one is aged in cognac. What's it called?
Right.
The I'm sorry.
Casks.
I'll explain in a second what's
Okay.
happening right now. I'm. I'll give you a second.
hmm
Um, I was getting really confused because there was a woman in a very attractive outfit and jeans with big tits, like hopscotching and like bouncing her tits and dancing. And there was a car with music going, yeah, yeah, get it, girl. Like it was look really nice. And then there was also a tremendous, like 6 foot tall, huge black woman that was a friend, but she has a beard. It's a dude in drag. And it was confusing me. So like it was like this extremely attractive woman jumping up and down with tits with like no joke, like a huge, fat, 400-pound man with a beard, just in a dress and just a wig, and I'm just confused. Like does that make any sense? So I didn't know how to. My brain was trying to like.
Ashed myself. One sec.
Yeah, sorry.
Continue.
So,
Oh
anyways,
no, I
that's what
ashed
was
myself. Keep going.
happening when you were talking. I was like, hold on, it's like, because like I was like, wow, that's a big bitch. But then like as the bitch got closer, I was like, that's a beard. So it was like a linebacker with a beard in a dress in a wig. So I was confused. It was a hybrid. I think PG died. I'm enjoying this cigar. It's definitely stronger and heavier than I expected for in the classic punch lineup. Um, it's not as strong as the Diablo, but I would say within the regular punch lineup, it's one of the fuller, stronger ones. And what I like about it is it's not super dark. So it didn't have to be super dark to be strong. Now remember the other ones. Remember there's the Knuckle Buster and the Bare
Mm.
Knuckle.
hmm I
Which
haven't
one did I
smoked
like?
those.
It was the one I liked. Was that the Bare Knuckle?
I think
Yeah.
you liked the bare knuckle because I have the
Yes.
knuckle buster, which I
That's
bought by
Knuckle Buster
accident.
was kind of ass.
Right. I thought you liked. I got confused. I bought the wrong one. So
Well, there was a Habano Knuckle Buster and then a Maduro, I think.
yeah.
And one I liked okay, but it wasn't that great. The other one was shit. So the bottom line is the bare knuckle. I think I smoked a lot. I had a good time, and those were like six
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that this cigar is it's not weak, right? I think we can agree it's not a weak cigar,
It's
but
to me a solid medium full.
right, but it's not a lot, dude. You know what I mean? It's not like over it's not a
No,
strong
and it's
cigar
not
either.
super
Yeah,
dark. So it's
right.
if it was a darker
Mhm.
cigar, you would say it's an average dark cigar,
Mhm.
being only medium full. But being
Right,
that
true.
it's a lighter shade cigar and
Yeah.
being this strong within the lighter shade, it gives it
Yeah.
more uh stout appearance, if that makes any sense.
Yep. Yep.
So I got nothing bad to say about it. I think the tobacco is quite oily. I would have liked to dry box it for a day or two to get probably a little
Mhm.
better performance because
Right.
I think it's burning a little slow, and I had to do that one touch up, and maybe I could have almost another one. So that's not on the cigar. That's just knowing the tobacco in it. And
Sure.
I think we could agree. I think General doesn't underpack their cigars, so they could always use a little dry boxing to get better performance.
I find that for me, I find them just it's not underpacked per se, but I think they could pack them just a little bit more because I like a little bit of a lusher, snugger draw. For me personally, like the way that LFD might do a draw.
Oh,
That's
you like the I guess you could say tighter draw, but almost more
yeah,
you have to work for it in a sense.
like a thicker draw, if that makes sense. No Diddy.
Yeah, but yeah, no Diddy, definitely on that one. But you like the micro puff though.
Yeah, true. Well, you can see I'm not micro puffing. I'm getting tons of smoke, but
Yeah.
um, I'm also getting a little bit of a sluggish burn. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know if
no
you
one
can
would
see.
say LFD cigars burn fast, so I could agree on
No,
that.
definitely not. No, I like a cigar you can chug on. Um, I'm getting a little bit of a sluggish burn, but I haven't had to do any touch ups. So I think it's a strong, it's thick tobacco clearly, but not too much, So
I just think
I,
overall, I really can't complain about it. Especially,
mm-mm,
it's probably like
mm-hmm,
$8 MSRP Pennsylvania,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
and then in a 4 pack, it was dude. The 4 pack was like $23. So it was a solid. General does really good about their variety packs, which is pretty smart to do that. Like grab and go. You get a discount
yeah,
at the store. Um, they come sealed. I like that.
yeah.
Um,
The more the cigar burns down too, the creamier, the richer and smoother it's getting, which to me is a very good sign. A lot of non-Cubans don't do that. Um, so I respect that. I think this is happening really well. In fact, I'd like to lodge a complaint, which is I smoked a bunch of my father's cigars recently to
I
try
don't fuck with
to.
my father anymore. I'm not talking
Me
my.
neither, bro.
I love
Me
my dad,
neither.
but my
Sure, sure, of
father,
course.
my father's cigars, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I really don't smoke them unless I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to review a new one, which
Mm-hmm.
hasn't happened in a long time. The brand is kind of dead to me, and that's sad.
I agree with you. And the other thing is, my father's cigars, I've never had a my father cigar. Well, okay, I take that back. There's one cigar. The final third on most of my father's cigars is not very good. It starts to fall apart. The only exception to that, in my opinion, is the Don Pepin Blue, which I think is a much more straightforward, solid cigar. But all of the other ones, I
When
don't
I
know. They
compare
just
them to the
doesn't
competitors,
work for me.
I'd rather smoke
Yeah.
LFD, I'd rather
Yep.
smoke Aladino, and I'd
Yep.
rather smoke AJ over my
Yep.
father every
I'd
time.
rather sm- I'd rather smoke Fuente. I'd rather
Oh,
smoke.
that's a whole nother topic. Of course, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know who. They're not as bad as somebody like Rocky. You know what I mean? But
No,
um,
but I think they're overall. I don't use the word boring, but it's almost you take unless you the Garcia I enjoyed,
yeah.
um, but that's higher end stuff. But their
Hmm.
regular lineup, I smoked them all, but I don't come back to them. I'm like,
Yep. I find there's something a little. So part of the reason I bring it up, I think there's something a little bit funny in the flavor that I don't. It doesn't quite hit me right. And I think like in this cigar, nothing is happening that's hitting me wrong. So in a way, it's almost easy to love
it's similar
because
to happen with Perdomo. Unless I go to Perdomo 30th
yeah.
or
Hmm.
some of their higher end ones, like
Hmm.
regular Perdomo, I really don't fuck with. I'm telling you, like the 20th, the
Yeah.
10th, whatever. I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's just, but overall, same thing with a lot of Rocky. There's other brands I'd rather waste my time with
Yep.
uh,
Yeah.
than regular Perdomo, regular Rocky. But
Yeah.
I think Perdomo's still a more respectable brand than Rocky, dude.
Hmm.
You
Oh,
know,
definitely, definitely.
Rocky, dude, Rocky's in it. I mean, I know he just left the cigar community,
Yeah.
but dude, and I talked to people that smoked that 30th, like, what the fuck is this bullshit? That thing sucked. And bro,
Hmm.
I called him, and that cigar sucked, man.
Hmm.
And I think I paid, holy cow, I think I paid like, what was it, high 20s for that cigar, like $25 for that cigar, bro. And dude, oh, the 30th anniversary, dude, sucked my dick, bro. That cigar sucked.
Rocky's got some funky blends, man. I wish I liked Rocky. I wish I don't want
I
to not
told you
like
what, how
Rocky.
to enjoy Rocky. When I had a few drinks
Yeah,
and then I smoked a Rocky, okay.
interesting.
I think, and I didn't drink, like, I drank first. I had a couple
Yeah,
of
okay.
beers, and I was sitting in a forest watching a live band, Pink Floyd,
Hmm.
and then I lit it up. And I think you need to catch a buzz. Rocky
Yeah.
is like a girl who's but you get drunk, you're like, okay, and then it's sad to
Well,
say that, but I don't recommend sober Rocky, if that makes any sense.
yeah, my experience with Rocky is there will often be an interesting flavor or, something that kind of catches your attention
They're
and is
good the
different.
first 15
Yeah,
minutes, and then you're like,
right.
what the fuck?
Yeah. And there's also some sweetness to it often, but ultimately the blend just isn't there. So I totally see where you're coming from.
No,
Uh,
no, no. Now, over the years, you had so many blends. There was some
mhm.
here and there I enjoyed. There was a winter one that I
Oh
don't see
yeah,
anymore.
I heard that was good.
Yeah, and then there was the
People like that one.
1979. That was solid.
Interesting. I haven't even heard of that,
That
or I
one
haven't
had
seen
some
that one.
tobacco from 1979, and that was pretty
Wow.
fucking solid.
So, somebody new to the lounge, Saco Five says Davidoff Fuente. Davidoff is better than Fuente, which I couldn't agree more with that statement. I strongly agree with that. I really like Davidoff. I'm starting to find.
Oh, I disagree with that statement totally. And also, he says La Bijou was good, but last one I smoked didn't hit right. It doesn't taste the same. It
Mm,
doesn't. Le Bijou from 10 years ago, it doesn't taste the same now. It doesn't.
interesting. Interesting.
And know
Okay.
how I know? I stopped smoking it. I used to fuck with
Yeah.
my father, man. I used to
Interesting.
smoke the Bijou, and I used to smoke the Gren Forte, and the Opalencia I used to really fuck with. And I don't buy them no more.
Because yeah, I've only been smoking them more recently, and I gotta say I'm not. There's a couple tatuajes that are okay, but something is just off about the tobacco, in my opinion.
Well, things change, man, and
Hmm.
who knows? I mean, they could be using different tobacco or process. Who knows? And
Yeah.
maybe they're cutting costs and trying to lower quality and increase
Yeah.
profit. I don't know, but it's not the same market share. When my father came out, like only like 15 years ago, when I was starting to smoke my father, the market was so much different than now. Um, I don't know. It's because there wasn't as many Nicaraguan cigars to choose from. And what if they were always the same, but now we have other? Dude, I'm
Hmm.
telling you,
Hmm.
I will take AJ, whether it's H. Upman AJ, Monte Cristo AJ, Romeo AJ, um,
Diesel,
uh,
baby.
Diesel AJ, bro. I'll take, dude. I'll take Diesel AJs over my father any day.
Bro, that diesel, excuse me, that worthy fool, man.
Mhm.
What a great call out on that one. That's a great cigar.
I don't lie, bro. Those things, dude, there's some when
Banger.
AJ works with other
Banger.
people. Yeah, bro. And that new AJ Heritage, no, it was the H Upman, but it was a different Heritage. It was $20. It was
Okay.
worth it, bro. That was a Dominican, Nicaraguan Puro, but only from his farm from I think
Got you.
2021 and 2022. But he only saved the strongest tobacco, bro. That thing blew up my chocha, but it was solid.
I gotta try that. That sounds good.
Yeah, that was worth one time for $20,
Yeah,
man. It was
yeah.
yeah.
I'll, I'll,
So I
s-
mean,
I'll say about this cigar, I think it's not easy to love per se, but I think it's easy to not hate, if that
yeah.
makes sense. You know what I mean? It's not pulling you away either. So that's why it's almost easy to love. It's not quite easy to love, but you see what I'm saying? How would you
No,
call that? What would you call
yes,
that?
it's the fact that we thought about it. It's not
Hmm.
like it could have almost been. But we'd be lying when I say easy to love. That's a solid recommendation of like,
Right.
but a cigar doesn't have to be easy to love to be great.
Oh,
But
for sure.
easy to love is in a way like it's a category that like more of the masses could enjoy it than not.
Right.
So I don't think it's. totally like a Hemingway classic or a Hemingway Maduro is like so comfortable, it's easy to love.
Yeah, Hemingway Maduro is extremely easy to love.
Yeah,
I got to do a touch up finally, man. You're right. This is some heavy tobacco in here.
yeah, stick tobacco, and I'm almost ready to do mine right there. See right there, I'm falling behind right there.
Yeah,
I think it's really thick tobacco, but I'm not mad.
yeah.
I'm not even mad about that. It's
No, no, me
smoking very,
neither. That's fine.
bro. It's smoking extremely slow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No problems, man. No problems with it. Good
What I
smoke.
like about it is the flavor is very sticky. Um,
Yeah.
it's but that honey caramelized syrup is sticking to everything.
Hmm.
And I'm not mad about that. You know,
Right. I like
it's
how there's that. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I like how there's that through line. With the honey.
Mhm. And it's not going to shit. Like as I'm smoking it, it's
Right.
not, and I don't feel like it's like ramping up my ass in the last third.
Nope.
It's
Yeah.
and it still tastes clean. It doesn't taste burned
Yep.
in the end.
It's pleasantly building. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not boring because it's not doing nothing, but it's not ramping up too hard. It's not falling off.
They
It's
made
still
a
keeping that
Gran
honey.
Puro Nicaragua that's shit.
Mm.
I never liked that cigar. The one with that blue, that teal blue wrapper.
I think I might have smoked that. I smoked. Oh no, I smoked a Grand Cru something. I don't know. I smoked one of
That
those
was
that
the
was
one
bad.
punch, dude. When that came out,
Yeah.
the stores couldn't sell it, and
Hmm.
clearly you don't see it in stores anymore. Even if they do make it, bro, I'm telling you, it was shit. Nobody liked it. It was like affordable, big, strong, dark cigar.
Yeah.
And maybe I'd like to come back to it just to give it a third chance. But I remember I came back to it years ago and I was like, fuck this. It was the one punch that I was like, fuck this. Just
You
like
know, and
remember the
okay.
CAO Bones? CAO Bones sucked. You
I
never
was
see
gonna say
that sucked.
The CAO Nicaragua is one of those.
Oh,
I think that's a horrible cigar. It's so bad.
I tried to like it. And
Me too. Me too. And it's Honduran. I thought
yeah,
I'd
so
like
that's
it.
how you know I'm not just a general sellout, bro. If it sucks, it sucks.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I
You know
agree.
what's a solid cigar that really is not offensive?
Mm.
That you get really dark brownie chocolate is the parting is black.
You know what? I agree with you. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it has a really solid core to it. It's a very reasonable cigar. It's not a great cigar for me, but it's reasonable. Smokable for
I
sure.
can enjoy it if you're in for like a really dark fudge
Yeah,
brownie.
yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you know, especially if you get a good price at the internet. I'm not paying $15 at a store.
Hmm.
Dude, there was a Macanudo vintage 2011, I think. Remember the Maduro with that silver knuckle band
Oh, yeah, yeah.
section made of like silver brass? You know what I'm talking
Yep.
about?
Yep.
I don't see those anymore. And I talked to a rep about that cigar, and he says they use really expensive wrapper on that. Like, and
Wow.
it was 10-year aged Maduro, I think broadleaf wrapper on that,
Wow.
and like it was not cheap. And he said they don't make a lot of money per
Yeah.
cigar on that.
And people slept on it too, I think. I
Bro,
didn't
though
even,
that
that
cigar,
wasn't even on my
remember you know what I'm talking
radar.
about? I had that silk that dude, it
Hmm.
had a
Hmm.
huge fucking
Hmm.
that was an expensive band. It was like a piece of jewelry. I don't know what the fuck you do with it when you're done, but you could have done something with it. You know, I don't know, but
Hold
uh,
napkins.
yeah, so, I don't know. Maybe put it into a shotgun shell as a
Yeah.
slug or something like that. I was
Yeah.
like,
My battery is at 3%
uh,
if I disappear. But
okay.
I wanna ask, have you tried Knob Creek 9? I
I've
was
I
drank
drink
a
Knob
lot, but
Creek. That's Kentucky bourbon, right?
yeah, I think that's pretty solid stuff, man. I kind of like that.
Knob Creek is great, I think. And then what's the other one? Woodford Reserve. That's pretty solid.
Mm,
It's more of a smoky bourbon, but
okay.
Woodford is a good time.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So it's since I'm at 3%, I just want to give my final thoughts on this. So just if I drop off, I'll have said my piece. Um, I think that it's a very solid, very pleasant cigar. Smoked down all the way. I agree with every note that you said. I got the same notes. I got less of the breadiness, but I did get some of the creaminess, some of the breadiness. Um, Easy to smoke, easy to enjoy, not easy to love, but easy to not hate. For me, I'm not sure where I would put it as a rating. Let me take one more puff on it.
Dude, I would smoke this and eat like wings,
Yeah.
glazed wings. Because with this honey note, bro, I would eating meat with this. No, Diddy, God, that sounds gay. But I'm talking about, bro, if I had fucking
Uh,
like a barbecue fucking wings,
yeah.
bro, this would be great with that, bro.
Hmm. I think that for me, it started out only better than okay in this size. but it's almost up to like a good rating for me, and good is 6, so I think it would be for me a 5.75, which is not a bad rating. I mean, that's a pleasant rating. Once you get to 6, that's pretty pleasant. It's not a great cigar, but I think it's totally
Yeah, and I think it definitely
totally
you would have liked it
smokable.
better in this little bigger. I think the little bigger gauge
Yeah.
watered it down just enough to where you get
Yep.
a little more complexity,
Yeah.
maybe a little less strength.
Hmm.
And yours is age too. That's a whole nother factor. But
Yeah. But not bad, dude.
no, no, it's
Not bad at
solid.
all.
It's solid. For me, it's not exactly a 4.6,
Right.
but it's better than a 4.5 for me. So I'd say right in the middle, 4.55. Because when I
That's
say
good.
4.6,
Yeah.
that's a solid, very good.
Right.
You know, saying though,
Yeah.
4.6 in my rating is like you can put your money on it. It's not amazing, and it's
Yeah.
not a high, very good, which is 4.65.
Right.
But a 4.5 is good to very good. But it's so
Yeah.
4.55. I think is fair. I think it's
Yeah. Yeah.
an acknowledgeable, worthy cigar that's affordable. That look at the end of the day, it's an affordable, cheap cigar that I can't say
Right.
nothing bad about it.
True.
You know, I
Yeah.
would
I mean,
definitely smoke it again, but not right away. But I mean,
right. Absolutely. I think I largely agree with you. I think this size is probably not as good. I think my condition was probably not as good. I think that took from it. I also think I look for a little bit different stuff in cigars at this point. So I think I probably rate cigars like this a little bit below you. But again, like probably on your scale, then it would just be below good. So that would be like,
and we both
four, four,
said
four, 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 five. Yeah.
there's no earth on the cigars. We never talk about earthiness. There was no
True.
earth.
That's true. That's true,
Honduran
actually.
cigars overall, you know, it's the opposite Nicaraguan. You very rarely get a real earthy
Yeah.
bomb like a Nicaraguan, like the Egg Padron. You're not getting that vibe.
Yeah.
So if you want a lot of earth, you're not going to get it.
Yeah. Very pleasant though. Pleasant cigar. I appreciate you smoking it with me. I know you didn't
Well, we
have
had
a
a great
choice. You were already smoking
conversation
it,
too. When
but
you
yeah.
see Richie, what, like I review life. So when you're on the channel, you see we have like a deep intellectual conversation about
Yeah.
when Richie's by himself. I'm going down the rabbit hole. And like it's like we're gonna kill these billionaires that are pedophile. And then when I talk to people, I'm dynamic. But when Richie's by himself, especially like if it's days I didn't get choked,
Sure.
Richie's going down. When Richie gets laid, and I'm smoking Fuente, as Sacco says, opus equals happy Richie. Like
Yep.
happy Rich.
Yep.
Uh, dude, my mother had as a journal, and rest her soul. My father gave it to me, and she had this journal for each kid. And before the kids were born, she'd write about how the pregnancy, and then once the kid was
Mm,
born, and up until the age of like 12, she didn't take notes every day, but it's a book. So I was reading the book today, and I was like 3 years old. And in one of the stories my mother was writing, she said, Damon's such a strong kid. He's so much stronger than the kids his age. And she said, when Damon loves you, when he hugs and gives you a kiss on the cheek, you really know he hugs like he squeezes you. But it also says when Damon hates you or doesn't like you, she said, you also know it too. When he shrugs you, she says it's really kind of dark. So she's like, we're gonna have to guide this energy into a more positive. So when Richie's happy, it's like really like you're gonna know Richie loves you. And when Richie when Richie's like whatever it is, it's like Richie's all in. There's no like middle ground
yeah.
for Richie. So like
Yeah.
at least I know I'm considered. I was
Richie's
reading
real,
that
man.
today.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was reading that, so I was
Richie's
like,
real.
yeah, bro. Like, so when I hate a cigar, I mean it. And
True.
heed my warnings. Like, we could disagree on cigars that, it's not like you totally said Red Dot is a piece of shit. So we could disagree. But there's some cigars we agree on that are garbage. Like some cigars are like, bro, like
Yeah.
avoid, like that Foundation one, bro, $36. Fuck that cigar, man. I wouldn't care if it was free. I wouldn't smoke it again, dude.
Oh, that's
Dude,
the
it
other thing.
sucks.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I don't go on price either, so that's why I'm gonna rate a cigar like this lower because I'm comparing it straight to
Right
the
off the
highest
bat, if
end.
it's expensive and limited,
Yeah.
you're already getting ripped off. You
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
know that. You
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
know that because they're
Mm-hmm.
not going to get their money back. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got to make their money on. Um, honestly, it's still smoking really well. That's very beautiful.
Oh, bro. I mean, it's one day. Maybe I'll read some stuff in it, but it's just it's very interesting too. The first day I stood up as a child, like I picked myself up, was July 25th, and that was the birthday of my first girlfriend 15 years later, which is quite interesting. Um, oh, we lost PG. PG has gone to the internet. He's gone. Well, next at 10, we have people camping in Africa. Now, why do you not go camping in Africa? Because we have this female lion ripping, it bit the tent and it stuffed its face into the tent. And it was growling. And the people inside are Africans. I don't know if they're a tour guide. And all you hear the guy in the tent say, "Oh Jesus, Jesus Christ, help me. Jesus Christ, help me." Bro, if you're in a tent and you're like, "What's that noise?" Bro, can you imagine seeing this face ripping into your tent? If you don't have a gun or at least a really good stick or a machete you'd be all right. I think if you got a good machete across the face, I don't think it's going to come back because lions don't have hospitals, so they don't generally want to get wounded. They're going to probably take off. However, though, just because it's a female lion, bro, don't think, oh, it couldn't kill me. It's a female. Dude, a female lion, still 150, 200, maybe 250 pounds. Bro, that thing will fucking kill you, man. And it'll be worse because the male lion will be quick death. It's the fucking cops. It's a lot more cops. 2 fucking cops. They're going. Saturday night, somebody must have got blasted. 1 o'clock, yeah, that's shooting time. Somebody got blasted. Another one's coming. Oh shit. A third cop? Oh yeah, 3 cops, somebody got blasted. And they all went through the red light. A 4th cop. Let's go see what's going on. This is Richie reporting the news. Something bad just happened. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, they got him. They got him. Oh, they're running. Oh, they arrested somebody. Something bad happened. We caught a live arrest on the channel here. We got the live news with Richie. He's under arrest. I'll make love to you, baby. I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love to you like you want me to. And I will not let go until you tell me to. Tonight is our night. Someone's getting arrested tonight. You're going to jail. You're not getting bail. Baby, you're getting handcuffed and going to prison tonight. Alive, your life, your life. Hey, he's under arrest. He's under arrest. You're under arrest, cocksucker. What did... Oh, shit. Someone's under arrest. Well, don't fuck around in Pennsylvania. That was a fast arrest. That was a fast arrest. We got live on the channel. You don't fuck around in Pennsylvania. This parking lot is terrible. You gotta go slow. Oh shit, there's more cops. More cops are coming. Oh shit, this was a double arrest. That one guy ran. They caught him on this block. They're arresting people over here. Holy shit. Well, they got another person in handcuffs here. Oh shit. Well, 2 more people here. 3 more people under arrest. Holy shit, they're arresting the whole fucking town. Holy shit. We just caught... It was a multiple crime scene. Everyone's in handcuffs except for Richie, because that's why you just smoke cigars. We did our investigation, and I am not guilty. I'm not consuming any narcotics. I am not taking any pills, and I'm not drinking. Wowee. Oh shit. Those guys are up to no good. Up to no good. Sucks to be them, I guess. Cops everywhere. Shit. Man, they were arresting everyone. Man, they had fucking people on the car, people on the street. They had a guy on the ground in handcuffs. Fuck, how many handcuffs they got here in Pennsylvania? Holy shit. Everybody's under arrest. Everybody's under arrest. Arrested, 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 arrested. Guilty, 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 guilty. Get the cuffs, cocksucker. Well, we're around the corner from the arrest. That was exciting. Right in the corner of Main Street here on the square and Market Street. Wow. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. And that's why you don't do drugs. And that's why you don't fuck around in Pennsylvania, bro. Those cops were dying to arrest some people, man. And they had, bro, we just saw the cops pass. And on that block, motherfucker arrested. And on the same block, but down the street on Franklin Street, 3, 4 motherfuckers, everyone fucking handcuffs. What fucking? Get over here, arrested. Get over here, felony. Felony him, arrested. Felony him, fatality. Poof, there goes your rights. Now you can't own a firearm. Bro, everyone was getting felonies, bro. Everyone was getting felonies. I think it started at that restaurant there. There's a restaurant right there where the first people were getting arrested, and it looks like the people ran down the block, and they didn't make it that far. But the good news is, I don't see any ambulances here, so I don't think anyone got shot. I would have heard the fire department. So it looks just like something big happened, and we caught it on the channel. Good thing is, it wasn't me. It's never me. I'm laying low. I'm smoking slow and laying low. I'm not doing drugs. I'm legit. Car's insured. Everything. License, insured. No revocation. I'm legal in every possible way. Legal. Legal and registered. That's going to be a 4.55. A solid cigar. I can recommend it. There is some touch-up issues with the very thick tobacco. Maybe perhaps drying it out a little bit could correct that. But even outside of that, enjoyable time. Well, I don't hear any more sirens. But man, everyone showed up for that shit. I don't want to circle twice, though. I don't want to go back over there. Let them do it. Everybody came downtown, man. All those motherfuckers were under arrest, man. And all the guys that were in handcuffs, they had a look of like they did it. Everybody in handcuffs looked like they did something bad. Well, looks like things are calming back down. I don't hear any 9mm popping off, so. They were all boys. They were all young boys, up to no good. 1 a.m., young guys, 20 years old, nothing good's happening, guys. I'll see you around. You stay fresh. Don't do drugs. Don't drink and drive. And leave your guns at home if you're going to go drinking. If you're minding your business and you're legal, all right. But when you go to places, I don't go to restaurants and bars at 1 a.m. with or without. I'm not going to a bar at 1 a.m. Bad things happen. You don't get to be almost 43 like me and legal. If you're going to bars at 2 a.m., stupid shit's going to happen, bro. Stupid shit. After 11 o'clock, it's done, man. Don't go out at 11 o'clock. I'll see you around. You stay fresh. Take it easy.